What's up, guys? This is Will of Will H Tech Review, back with another video. And today we're taking another look at a follow-up look at the iPhone 11. So I picked the iPhone 11 up on the first day it was available. I received it because I pre-ordered it. And I also still have my iPhone XR. So I picked this up because I was looking forward to certain features that it has, such as the cameras, and just a different, a different processor, newer processor, bigger battery, and things like that. But let's talk about this, and I'll tell you how I feel about it. So, as you can see, I picked up this red one. The red is a little bit lighter color than a little bit different color than what I had on my iPhone 8 Plus, the product red. This just seems like it's a little bit lighter, but it's still a very good looking device. As you can see, they have made some subtle changes. They moved the Apple logo down more towards the center of the device. They have removed the iPhone logo there, and they've added two cameras and moved the flash. So basically, the back of it is the difference as far as looking at it. So on the back now, you do have two 12 megapixel cameras for wide and ultra wide shots. You do have a camera here, a flash and a microphone. This has a different look to it. This is like a matte compared to the shiny look here. The cameras are very good cameras. You can shoot 4K. Like I said, you do have the ultra wide and wide, and it takes excellent video as well as photos. On the front of it, you do have a 12 megapixel selfie camera that is also can shoot wide angle, and something that they call slofies, which I have no interest in, and I'll never be using that. But you do have the ability to shoot up to 4K as well on the front-facing camera. So some great improvements in the camera department here. And yeah, so you can definitely see the difference with the cameras. As we go around it here, you can see that let me turn this off. Everything's still in the same place. You still have your power button there on the bottom of it. Your speakers, your charging port are all in the same place. Your volume rocker, mute switch, and all of that still the same. Basically, this thing is still pretty chunky. It weighs 194 grams. It is IP68 water and dust resistant. The battery has increased on this one. The battery now is 3110 milliamp as opposed to 2942 on this one. Battery is a little bit better, but I never really had a problem with the battery on this one. I always didn't have to look for a charger with this device as well. So you do get some different colors this year. You do get a black, you get the green, you get the yellow, the white, and of course the red one like I have. So next, let's move on to the display here. So this still has the 6.1 LCD liquid retina display. Resolution 1792 by 828, and this has 326 ppi. A lot of people complain about how this display looked. Next to some real high resolution displays, these both look the same. And if you get used to this display, actually, if I have it next to my Note 9 or something like that, then you really can't, and unless you really look at it, you won't be able to tell certain things. You will, the borders around here don't really bother me. You still have your notch up there. Face ID still works well on this. You do have True Tone, which I don't use. I prefer not to use True Tone. So display is still great on this to me. The borders around there, I forget about them. As far as the swipe gestures and everything on this still performs just as that one does, which that one performed well as well on the iPhone XR. Talking more about the performance. So this has the A13 Bionic chip in it. This has 4 gigabytes of RAM now as opposed to This one had the A12 with 3 gigabytes of RAM. Now performance is better. I can tell you this is a little bit snappier, a little bit speedier, but this phone definitely not a slouch either. The iPhone XR, and we're now running iOS 13, which adds such features as dark mode for your display here. See, I can go back to light, dark, which I like, and it probably helps out a little bit with your battery life on here. So with dark mode, anything that's iOS related, you'll have that dark mode there, and maybe some of the other apps now will have that as well. You do have something like a desktop browser. So iOS 13 added a lot of features. I'm not going to get into that, but we also got that over here as well on the iPhone XR. So great features. The device is snappy. It looks real good. I don't know how I care about this camera hump on the back of it so much, but yeah. If you got this phone here, the XR, if you got anything less than the XR, I say it's a great upgrade. But if you got the XR, you get a little bit better processor here on the 11. You get a little bit bigger battery, and you get some better cameras on this. Other than that, if you got the XR, I wouldn't say pick up the 11. Now, the price did drop on this, so that's another thing you can consider too. But also the price dropped on the XR as well. So starting price, the Apple did drop them down, and yeah, man. So the iPhone 11 is a great phone. That's just my little follow up on it. I know I didn't go into a lot of stuff, but it's iOS, it's Apple, so it's really, it's been performing well. So we'll do some more videos in the future. Catch you guys in the next video. Will H, and I'm out.